backyard, you get it, 3, 4, 5. They should just organize. They should form themselves. Please,
That's true.
we need to, honestly speaking, because at this time, politics is being played, and we must learn to play that politics with these people. It's one thing for people to say something with their mouths, and it's another thing for them to change if there is sense that, oh, people will not say anything, they're already part of us. People can renege on whatever promise they make at any time. So until we get what we want, we cannot afford to be quiet. So let them know that right now they called, we answered. So the same way we answer, if anything goes, they know that PM, we're out. That is how you can influence these people. We are not there, we can't lead, we can't do anything. But at least let this party feel that these people call this whatever, they don't come. And once they have that feeling, that I know they are feeling it right now because they can feel their bank account. They can feel that their registration is going up. You get it? So once they know that if they do anyhow,
Kolade,
they will lose it.
Kolade, let me tell
Yes,
you, I have people on my WhatsApp platform, several ones, that are complaining that the website is crashed. The
it's
website
crash. I
crashed
check it every
yesterday.
day.
Obedience crashed them again today.
Yes,
ADC website.
today. Yes, yes, yes. I've checked it. So my advice: let them know that they should do it at night Nigerian time. Night Nigerian time. They should wake up in the middle of the midnight and try it. That's when it went yesterday.
Peter
So
Obi
please
is a
let
Peter
us.
Obi
Now
is
because
a
of Peter Obi,
is
we
a
they go there
tsunami.
now.
Obi is a tsunami. Anywhere he go.
But now because of Peter Obi, we they go there now, innit?
That is the message we are passing. That because of this man, this is happening. So once you take out that man, don't think they're just going to follow you blindly to say anybody. No. We're not doing anybody any coalition pick. No, no. So please, I also want to add to this voice. Let us join. Don't let us wait until when PO is joining. PO is in a fix. We are not in a fix. We are not. The man has given us green light. Want to go and fight his battle from now there. That is what he means. That is what he means. So please, let's go and be his ears. Let's go and be his foot on the ground. Let's be the foot soldiers right there on the ground, on that local, whatever. And let us make our voice heard from there. And let's see what will happen. If not, you will only walk and Babu go chop. Before you know it, they want to do, even local government chairman, those you will be the one doing all the whatever, and they'll just be the one reaping. Have you forgotten the Okada rider? Have you forgotten the Okada rider? Who did the work? You did the work. He got to office. What did he do? He decamp. Please, we need to wake up, my people. God bless us. Thank you.
Thank you, Kolade. Meta, we interrupted you earlier. I don't know whether you wanted to add to what you've heard.
Well, there's nothing to add. My principle is my principle. I will join ADC when my principal has joined. I'm sorry, guys, but that's my position. You guys can go in. I'll join you guys shortly. As Peter Obi is walking in, me too, I'm walking in. That's just how I see the whole thing, and I'm really concerned. I look, Peter Obi is not. Look, I'm just like Dati Ahmed. Sorry, I'm like Dati Ahmed. Yeah, this Dati Ahmed. We are just blunt. As in, when Peter Obi walks in, I walks in. If he walks out, I walk out. If he's not nominated as the presidential candidate, I am not voting for anybody else because I don't see anybody in that whole coalition that is worthy of my vote. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, Peter Obi is not going to be a VP. I will not accept
If you don't
this.
vote anybody else, you are voting for Tinubu. And that means you like Tinubu. That means you are working for APC from behind. You can see.
Oh, come on. You know that that's not
I
true.
know it's not true
That's
now.
not
I'm
even
just
true.
telling you the
I can't
meaning.
even conceive of that.
I know where you, at least where you publicly declare, you are someone that's been with PO for a long time. And I want to invite you to please read this tweet on the Jumbotron. That's from Peter Obi. And he said things to address your concerns and explain why he made the move. He said, no one group can change Nigeria alone. To dismantle the structure that keep our people in poverty and insecurity, we must build bridges, not walls. Even when those bridges are uneasy. You're a lawyer now. You understand what he wrote. So, I don't know. Anyway, I'll talk to you more. I'll continue to drag you like generator until you can't run for office. Allegra, go ahead.
Okay. Thank you. I'm sorry that when I was speaking, I was interrupted by an incoming call. so I have to cut. Thank you once again for giving me a chance to end my view. Like I was saying, uh, in as much as we all want PO to be the one to lead, to get the presidential ticket, because that is the hope Nigeria have, I will plead with us not to just throw missile to other candidates. They know what they are doing. And for PO to still stay up till now, you understand? He believe that because he knows his followers, he knows that we will not agree if he's not champion, if he's not the one that will champion the case, the lead. So please let us exercise patience. And I want also to urge us to use his birthday, the upcoming birthday, to request in all cities, all states, or community, or anywhere we can find ourselves, to ask those that are responsible to give us PO as we did in the days of PDP. Please, if we can, we just reactivate it. You know, we are doing it before our leader call it off. If you can use this opportunity, this is a golden opportunity for us to use. Now say let us go to this drawing board. Instead of us to visit this, we organize ourselves in anywhere we see ourselves. Those that can convert to Abuja or ADC office, let us start and ask for PO. We are not asking for too much. Let all, if they want billions votes, but let them, those people like Atiku and El-Rufai them, let them mount the pressure that if Reagan die, you understand, with PO Nigeria will be better. So let us exercise patience, and that is what I'm asking, not to throw measles on other candidates. No matter what they say, let our focus be on PO. Even if they say they are the one that will get ticket, we will still maintain our stand. It's PO we need. Please, that's what I'm asking. I greet everybody. God bless us all.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Gus will meet your mic.
Coach will mute your mic. See, sorry, I'm sorry. I want to still suggest, even if it is money that we take, how much I will contribute. Those that will because I do say it, those that will go to Abuja, anywhere, if you want to convert yourself to Abuja, just gather yourself. If it is a bus that you will take, let us make everything sound. You understand? People also will contribute. I myself, I will contribute, even if to bring bus anywhere you are. You understand? He said, this you are in this city, you are how many people that people want to go to Abuja? Let us ask for PO. That's what we are asking for. Those that can do it in their city. If you can just sponsor somebody that will go to Abuja or sponsor your people, please let us activate it. It will help us.
Thank you, Allegra. You made so
Thank
much.
you, Alinda. You made so much.
You made so much sense. But
You made so much sense.
it is it is important that we don't forget that there are other people in the coalition. While we sell our candidates, we should not throw cast aspersions, as it were, on others. For me, if you join this coalition for rescue of Nigeria, all your sins are forgiven. I know I don't speak for everybody. I don't have the power to speak for everybody either. But for me, Stephen Osemigi from Edo State, who won the Ward 9, your sins are forgiven. You are now my friend. As long as you believe that the APC must go, I'm okay with you. Just support Peter Obi for me. That's all I'm asking for. But that does not mean that you will not support your own candidate. What must we do now? Let me reset the space by saying that this is the PO Town Square space. Started in 2022 for Peter Obi's candidacy in the 2023 elections. We were on these spaces for years because at the end of the day, 2022, 2023, 2024, but they went on sabbatical and we are back with a reloaded version of PO Town Square. Use the hashtag when you want to comment on the comment section. Hashtag PO Town Square. The idea here is for those people that believe in the candidacy of Peter Obi to come together, share ideas, network, strategize on how to ensure that Nigeria is rescued with the presidency of His Excellency Peter Obi. But today, Peter Obi is part of a coalition. He has said we should sell our own market, sell him as our candidate, allow others to sell theirs. He is now in a coalition, and that coalition has adopted the ADC. There is no clearer way for him to tell you to join the ADC. There is no clearer way. He wrote it in letter and posted it on his timeline that ADC has been adopted for the 2027 election. He talks about sacrifice, building bridges, even though when it's uneasy. He understands the obedience are very passionate. He understands we don't take a lot of people don't take nonsense. We don't tolerate, but you have to tolerate. It's like a doctor that doesn't like blood. You want to be a surgeon. You may get away with being an outpatient physician, but you cannot get away with blood if you want to do surgery. Nigeria is in a difficult state. Our economy is run aground. They remove subsidy. And they said Peter Obi said he was going to remove the subsidy. But what they don't tell those they are liars is that they removed subsidy to stop paying those subsidies and they channel the gains to themselves. They increase the governorship FAC allocations. They increase their... All they are doing is getting richer. They are piling money up for elections. They are piling money. Why Nigerians are in penury? Why one bag of rice that used to be 8,000 not too long ago, not in 1840, just 4 years ago or 5 years ago. Is it for what am I saying? Before in 2014, what was the bag of rice? Was it 8,005 or so? Now rice almost chasing 80,000, 100,000. And when it comes down to 75,000, they'll come online and say, hey, things are better. There's nobody as wicked as these APC people. They know how to gaslight. Everything we eat in Nigeria, most of it is imported. Everything we use, cars, furniture, phones, clothes, imported. You need dollars to import. But they tell you, why are you focusing on dollar exchange rate? We don't make anything. Why don't we make anything? It is impossible to get loans for small and medium enterprise. It's impossible to be able to afford power generation. You cannot be running diesel and produce something and compete with China in the price. Most companies have to shut down. Those in the heavy haul transportation are running aground with diesel costs. Most industries run on diesel machines. Diesel is a 1,500 per liter. They've also allowed insecurity to come to a point where there is now bomb blast in Abuja again, where people die like flies on a daily basis. What they do is to ignore it and lie to you about signing agreement with St. Lucia, whose population is not as much as Etiosa. He's signing memorandum, giving scholarship to St. Lucia that is not up to 280,000 people. Small island for a holiday. He leave America. The US president is meeting African leaders. Your president is not even among. They are meeting Senegalese president, Gabon president. Nigeria president is not in the picture to discuss business and trade. He's not going to.
Giant of
He's
Africa.
not going to China to sign agreement with Beijing. The country that has the money to invest in Nigeria is not there. He's not even going to Russia to say, come and help us build nuclear power plants to give 24 hours light to Nigeria. At least let us leave the 18th century and join others. No, he's giving Costa Road to his friend for 15 trillion, where they only do 30 kilometers, that is not even up to 30 kilometers. And Reno Mokri will come and tell you he was at the 30 kilometer, only for him to realize, oh, that is not 30 kilometers, that's 30 miles per hour. We are dealing with demonic, satanic, wicked people, activating people like the failed influencer Omojua to come and tell you that Tinubu has to continue. You need to wake up. We are dealing with people that are not. Look at Wike. He went to renovate ICC with billions. As in, not that he built a new one. He renovated it and changed the name to Bola Tinubu International. He put Tinubu name for waiting he not build. They go to roads that are good, they'll break it and relayer it and say They'll come and commission it and be dancing. He has his band following him. The same nonsense he did in River State, he has brought it to National Abuja. They now sing for him to dance. Why are we like this? Why do we tolerate this? You know, Amechi said something about Nigeria, that we are the most docile people on earth. We complain and do nothing about it. Now it's time to do something. What should we do? PO is in ADC coalition. What should we do? Some people will say, let us be online. Let us, space don't start. Let's talk. Hashtag. How about you going to your ward and taking a card and become a part of that party? Fight to be a secretary, a chairman of your ward. Fight to be a relevant person, so that when they are talking about who goes to the congress of this new party, you will be that person to make sure Peter Obi gets the ticket. That is actually doing something, not just pontificating and wishing. Don't get me wrong. I'm a religious person. I believe in God. But I know that there's a place for prayer and there's a place of action. Politics is not religion. You can pray from now till tomorrow. If you don't take action, nothing will change. It will only get worse. If you are sick, you don't take treatment, you die of that sickness if it's terminal. If you are hungry and you don't work, you're waiting for manna, you die of hunger. We know these things. Yet, when it comes to election politics, we wish for God to do it. God does not have PVC. God does not vote. He won't stop them from rigging your election. He won't stop them from stealing your money. God is busy. If you believe in God, He is the owner of the whole universe. If you be God, why would you care about Nigeria? If you be God, you have 200 and something countries. Why would you focus on Nigeria that don't want to wake up? If you be God, you don't go tire for Nigeria. You don't go mute them. You just go the keyboard, mute Nigeria. Mute, you know, it's too much. Nigeria cannot change until we change it. And if you are not willing to go down there and put your hands up and be part of the change and sacrifice, particularly those of you that have two address, you are settled in diaspora, for example, or you are okay, you can survive. You don't need political money to survive. Why are you not involved? Anyway, let me welcome everyone back on the space. God's will. See you, Leonard. You go after God's will.
All right, good evening, everybody.
We
Hello,
can
can you
hear
hear
you.
me?
Yes, good evening to you.
Okay. Sorry, please, what I want to say is just like three things. You understand? I know Peter, even I was in school when Peter B was a governor in Anambra State. That one apart. For this election that Tinubu entered, yes, from Anambra State, I came to Ibadan because of my voters card. I traveled away from Anambra State to Ibadan because of my voters card. For me to sacrifice my own time, my transport, and everything. Even I nearly died in Onitsha when I was fighting to get the bus. After I do my own word in Ibadan at Elele, during my own word, Labour Party won. I made sure that Labour Party won during the election. That one apart. What I want to say is, people that is in abroad has a very good role to play within, as in this 227. We stand. You can't just keep telling us, okay, we should do. People also ask people, friends over here in Nigeria that you can as well mobilize them to help us and work. What I'm trying to say is like, because I have all my friends, some of my friends, they were like, Tinubu is going to enter, that I should not do anything. Even some of some of my friends said we are enemy because of this 227. You understand? Because I know what I saw in P2P. Apart from being my governor, apart from being from my own state, I don't vote because of tribalism. I voted Buhari. So I'm not voting for anybody because of tribalism or something. Secondly, even if we want to talk about this election, let us put about tribalism aside. Because that's what's killing us. That's number one thing. And secondly, too much of church where we always go. You see, they confuse us. Let us just come out. There's time for everything. It's written in the Bible. There's time for everything. This is time for us to fight for our own rights. Me, I'm ready to die. Oh. And secondly, me dying for Nigeria. I cannot vote for P2B if he runs as a vice president under this new party. I can never do it. He has to be the president. He has to go for the president. He can never be light. Light and darkness has nothing to do in common. P2B is a light. That's why he came to ADC. So what I want to say is like I can never vote for P2B if he runs as a vice president in this new party. That's what I want to say. So please let everybody, whether you're in Nigeria or you're in outside, the little followers you have, you can as well push them. Let's make this thing real. May we think say, okay, 223, they don't shit us. Yes, we agree, say they ruled everything, they market everything. So please, me, I'm 100% ready for anything that wants to happen in this 227. If not die, make all of us die. I'm 100% ready for anything that has to. It's not. I'm not saying this because of anything. Me, I don't suffer. I don't suffer for this APC. I'm a student. I don't suffer. I know I'm passing through. I need a better Nigeria. Even if I want to die, at least people around will know that okay, this boy tried, and I'll be happy wherever I'm at. Like I suffer. I fight for a better Nigeria. Even it's always happening in my school, everything because they will just come. I wanted to contest as a SUG president because I'm an Igbo boy. They were like, no, you cannot come around. I kept quiet. I bought the form, everything. So please, I'm begging. I don't feel there they fight for my own future. I'm a student. I don't feel there they fight for my own future. Why people, even some of you guys that is in abroad, some of people will just be like, Tinubu, if
Thank you.
you are
Thank
president,
you. Your point.
it
Your
does
point.
not
Your
affect us.
point has been made. God's will. Your point is well
Okay,
made. You've made
no
your
problem.
point. I like your
Thank
passion.
you.
The only thing I didn't like is that you voted Buhari, but it's okay. As long as you are in the coalition, your sins are forgiven. Now start this problem. When I will vote Buhari, now start this problem. But it's okay. Your sins are
Steve,
hereby
Steve,
forgiven.
Steve, I want to make some comments. I want to make some comments.
One second, Prof.
Okay,
I want to,
okay.
if you are joining the space, help us to retweet the space for those that have not joined us for a long time. You know, these spaces we went on sabbatical because, of course, I personally got depressed with the impatience I was having with the political system in Nigeria, watching rigging of election 2023, people refusing to take action, everybody waiting for Peter Obi. That was his talk after the election and all. A lot of things affected. Then we did a do elections, which I was fully involved. I was an aspirant for that election, and when our candidate emerged, I supported Olumide Akpata for that elections. And we saw the buying of votes, rigging that happened. And we have seen Imo, we have seen Kogi, Bayelsa, Ondo, Edo. Um, I think now Anambra is coming. We also have seen the camping of governors everywhere with the attempt to turn Nigeria into a one-party state. I think it was in the premise of this that this coalition saw it and said, we cannot continue to complain. Let's do something. And they've done something to come together. Peter Obi, in the statement I posted on the Dumbotron, says it was not easy. It was not easy. He said the decision was not made lightly. It comes from deep reflection on where we are as a country and what must be done to move forward. Peter Obi is the most popular politician in Nigeria. He's not elected, he's not holding any office, but he's the most popular. For him to humble himself and go and join others that are not as popular, he also doesn't have the baggage that many of them have with EFCC cases and all this whatnot. The man has a clean record as best as he can be. He said, I'm not a saint, but I'm not a thief. None of them can say it. Because if they say it, EFCC did their gate. They wait. But he has come to say, I can't do this alone. We must build bridges. What I bring, others will bring a different thing. Because the man in Aso Rock today If there's anything called a desperate politician, that is one. If you believe what they said, if he was planning this his move almost 20 years, helping to finance gubernatorial elections after gubernatorial, gave Atiku presidential ticket in AC then, gave Ribadu, then that one didn't work, came and merged his party, formed coalition. This current president, Tinubu, formed coalition. He did not go for the ticket. He pushed Buhari to come and destroy us for 8 years first, before he come finish the work now. So you can't take that away from such a man. A patient man is a dangerous man. He is president today, not against our will. Majority of Nigerians did not vote for him, and according to INEC, 8 million people now vote him. According to INEC, and we know how that result came. Nigeria is 220 million people. That means there is 202 million people that did not vote for him, but he's our president. According to INEC, think about it for a second. He don't even get 10% of the Nigerian population. 10%. He's running Nigeria with 5% of the population. If you believe the vote at all, 8 million, now he make a president of all of us. And what has he done? He has ruined the lives of everybody. If you doubt me, you are poorer today than you were 2 years ago. No matter who you are, even if you are Dangote, you are poorer today than you were. Why? Because you have money in Naira, particularly those in Nigeria. The devaluation of the Naira, it is extreme impoverishment of Nigeria. The per capita income moved from $2,000 plus in 2014 to $800 and something. Nigeria and Malawi are dragging. Abiodun, do you understand that we are dragging with Malawi in per capita income? Malawi, South Sudan, Nigeria that was on track for a $1 trillion economy from 2014, by 2020 it's supposed to be $1 trillion economy. We are now, God, anytime I look at it, David Hundeyin is talking about this all the time. We are now a $183 billion economy from 500 and something in 2014. That means 10 years ago, we were 3 times richer. Let me repeat, 10 years ago, Nigeria was 3 times richer. When people give birth to children, they want their children to be better. But in Nigeria, the children are poorer and poorer and poorer and poorer. How can this continue? And people are saying, why the coalition? The coalition is the only way to pull power from the structure of criminality. It's a structure of criminality. And Peter Obi does not mince words. Does not mince words. You've seen it, what judiciary did in what they are doing. They go to Rivers State where the governor is trying to hold on to his seat. They put state of emergency, remove an elected governor. Even though all of us say it's illegal, it does not matter. The Calabar man is there. He even passed budget, 1 point something trillion. I hear that he has put CCTV camera in government house for 80 something billion. This new Commodore, I've been waiting. CCTV camera, 80 something billion. And House of Rep is saying this, is to come and explain how he's spending 80 something billion for CCTV camera. For those that don't know, CCTV camera is cheap. From China, it's cheap. You can't use 5 million to do CCTV camera. What do they do? He's using billions to do CCTV camera for government house, for River State. Somebody from Cross River. So you can pontificate, you can argue with yourself about who is right and who is wrong, who are members of the coalition that are clean or dirty. Wike is your SCT minister. You don't have to like him. Tinubu is your president. You don't have to like him. Your life does not even matter. Your anger does not matter. Your tweet does not matter. Your protest does not matter. It does not matter. You can cry. They don't care. Don't you understand? They enjoy your tears. They enjoy your suffering. They enjoy your pain. They enjoy your blood. They enjoy it. They are like demons. They feast on your pain. The more you cry, the more they dance. They drink special whiskey that have aged in 100 years. 1813 whiskey. 9 weekend they drink. They don't care. They're dealing with people that are heartless. They don't care about anybody but themselves. No, they don't care. And you're here talking about this person is not good. This not. We are in a state of emergency, bro. We're in a state of emergency. Our country belongs to us, but they've hijacked it. It is their own now. It is Tinubu's country. They will soon name Nigeria Agbado Republic. You will do nothing. They change national anthem in one day. I don't even know how to sing the national anthem now as we speak. Is it sing national anthem? I don't know how to sing it. I was raised with a different national anthem. They don't change them. They can change the name of the country. They can change our flag. You will complain online. If you talk too much, they shut them down. Please, all hands on deck. Learn it.
Monstivo, evening, sir. Good evening, everybody. I see my brother, wherever best, Prof, and the rest of them. I will start by this way. It has been long. I pray that Monstivo, our space don't come to stay. No be on and off again like Nigeria Nepal. Hope we have come to stay, my boss. Okay, I'm still going to start by. I don't know if I'm being heard.
We can hear you.
Go ahead. We are with you.
Okay. I think I just have 3 points to raise, then I'll hit the mic. First, I will start by what my boss, Mr. Steve, made mention. He said that since this coalition, some people have decided to join the coalition. He said that their sins are being forgiven, that they are now his friends and the rest of them. You know, actually, this coalition, I was very happy because Man Steve can bear me witness. I worked tirelessly during the last election for PO, and I'm still ready to do the same. But now the problem is that, Man Steve, you made mention that their sins are being forgiven. You see, I don't trust these people. The main reason I'm happy that this collection is coming up is, though in your space, man, Steve, I made a statement. I said the problem I had with Labour Party was that one, in my polling unit, my ward, Danny Hado in Bauchi State, my polling unit, P2B cleared the polling unit. After the election, I was there watching. Let me see what will happen there. Now, from my side, they go start that news of election. Nothing happened. Where I was disappointed that there was nobody at the national level to defend my vote for me. There were nobody that stood ground there. There were nobody that cried out there. There were nobody that said, no, do this thing right, count this thing right, do this thing right. There were nobody entirely in that party. There were nobody that came out single-handedly to speak. That was when I had a problem with the Labour Party. And everybody that claimed that I'm this, I'm that in Nigeria, I'm supporting P2B, none of them stood up. If I had the opportunity to be at that national level, we'll go fight there. That is number one. Two, now, these people now, I'm very happy that we have the like of Ferofai, we have the like of Atiku, Dino Malai, which is Secondo, all of them are there. I'm very happy we have people that can shout. I'm very happy that we have people that INEC can see and they will be afraid. I'm very happy we have people that can go to any length. But now, if we want to forgive these people in forgiving, the first question we'll ask ourselves is, have they repented? With due respect, everybody. You know, I chatted, I was discussing with recently. I said, what if these people, because if they don't give us OB, automatically there's nothing that will bring me to the ADC. That is another thing. To over register the thing self, I'm looking the thing. What if these people are trying to play a game with us? So what are we going to do? What if at the end of the day?
What if they are not? What if they are not?
That means we'll move on, Mr. Steve-O. You know how we do it now. You know how people
so since you are not sure whether they
will
will or they will not, join the ADC now before it's too late.
But
go ahead.
You know, Mr.
Steve-O, yeah, I'm with to join now.
I'm with you, but the characters of people that that is about will leave the space for Mr. P2B. That is just it. I don't want these people to come at the end of the day where everybody have gone there, because series of, even when I want to join register last, I think was it this morning or yesterday, the link was not officially going to register. So the question I'm asking now, how sure are we? What are the process? What are we going to do? Because if P2B does not come out on that ticket, automatically the collection is rubbish It's nonsense. How sure do they have another tactics of game they want to play on us? Then we, as obedient, what are we really going to do for that? That is just number one I'm saying. Then number two is that there were so many mistakes, Mr. Stivo, which I'm very sure you are aware of, which is not something we'll come out on the space and talk. Saying that everybody know that automatically the APC government is useless and the rest of them. Now, if we're having this coalition and meeting a new process on a new turn on how to engage in this election, what are the tactics? Those mistakes are put last time. How are we going to avert it? Because automatically, you see what's happening in this country. Everybody are tired, Mr. Stivu. Everybody are tired, Mr. Stivu. So my contribution is peace. Is peace. Whosoever that have upper hand to speak, whatever you want us to do, you tell us. We'll pick up to make sure that these coalition people do not disappoint us. Because I don't want the situation that will happen what our former brother Valentine Ezibo faced in APC. They should not make us obedient, register. All of us register ADC at the end of the day. They will not give our man the presidential ticket. For me, this thing don't even need anything primary action. It just P2B, come and collect your presidential ticket and move on. So I really want to be sure. I really want to know which role we are going to play, because I can't just fold my hand and say, let me wait for the ADC to do. I want to know the role. That is the discussion we should have now, Mr. Stivo. What are the role we obedience should play so that that presidential ticket should be in our hands? So that me, I will be sure. If I'm canvassing for my man, P2B, I'll be sure what I'm doing. So I think that is just my contribution this evening. Thank you very much.
Leonard, thank you. But just to answer your question, this space is about that. Peter Obi ADC coalition. What should we do now? That's what you've asked. And what we should do now is to, if you are a member of the Labour Party, is to resign your membership of that failed party with confusion that refused to get sense. Resign and go and pick a card and join the ADC, because that is the party for the coalition as of today. Peter Obi does not need to publicly come and leave a sign and say, okay, some people say they are waiting. I respect everybody's right. But it will be better for you to be in that party early enough and be among the decision makers. And don't be a floor member. When you join, after a couple of meetings, make sure you are trying to become a secretary or a chairman of a ward or polling unit. Become relevant. That's my point. Don't just be a bench warmer. That is the way forward, Leonard. Get, particularly where you stay, where you're going to vote, join this party there. If it's not existing, reach out to the national or find a way to do that and form it. You become the chairman of that your local government. It's possible. Let your ambition, wear your ambition cap, believe in yourself, and understand that money is not everything. Some people will say, oh, I don't want to run for office because I don't have the money. I agree. Money is a big part of it. But what's more important than money is courage, believing in yourself, having the mind to put one step forward, then put the second step backward. Nigeria will not change until we change it. It will not happen by miracle. No country in this world just woke up and they had good roads. No country in this world woke up and they had good schools. No country in this world woke up and suddenly children have good health care. Women are not dying from giving birth. No country in this world. It does not happen by miracle. So please, let us get involved. Let us be ready to put our money where our mouth is. Stake out our neck and make things happen. If you're just joining the space, this is the PO Town Square Reloaded. It's a space whereby we discuss very pertinent key issues surrounding the state of our nation and the candidacy of Peter Obi himself. We talk about PO because we believe he's the best candidate for Nigeria. He has the credibility, the capacity, the competence, the track record. He's empathetic. He's humble. He does not say what he cannot do. He believes that he has the right ideas, and he has shared it with many Nigerians. And most people agree that he knows what he's doing. He ran a business and became very successful. And he has joined politics after being successful in business. He went to University of Nigeria. He has done K-Log. He has done many schools, Columbia. Well educated, well exposed. He has run several banks, Access Bank, Fidelity Bank. He's been there. He's been an importer. He's done many things and also was a governor for 8 years with a track record of leaving billions and not stealing, cutting the cost of governance, addressing insecurity. He's a pan-Nigerian. His ADC was from the north, even while he was governor of Anambra. He believes in a Nigeria where the north is our main source of income because of the land, the agricultural potential of the north. He talks about the fact that Niger State is bigger than Netherlands. But Netherlands agricultural exports is over $100 billion per annum, while we are dragging oil money that is less than 30 something billion. Our real resources is to feed our nation and export food products, educate our young people, export nurses and doctors everywhere, like India is doing, like Philippines is doing. We have the English language. We can become the teachers of the West because they don't have those people. They need professionals. We can turn it out and they will return remittances. There's potential for Nigeria. We just need the right leaders who have a conscience, not thieves who want to die in office or put their children there or go about with a convoy of 100 and something cars. Do you guys know that when Tinubu went to Lagos recently, the convoy was over 100 cars, SUVs, paid off, all paid by you and I. The diesel and fuel in those cars are paid by you and I. Not that we have the money, they borrow it. You know, they talk about the fact that he has removed subsidies, so governors are fact allocations has increased. Guess what they are not telling you? Buhari left 77 trillion in debt. Now Nigeria is over 140 trillion naira in debt. It took Buhari 8 years to borrow 77 trillion while paying subsidy. Tinubu is no longer paying subsidy. He has borrowed more in 2 years than Buhari did in 8 years. Do you guys understand what Tinubu is doing to us? Some people don't know. You know, knowledge is powerful. 77 trillion in 8 years. That's what Buhari left. Debt for us to pay. Tinubu has come. He said he won't pay subsidy. There's no money. He is not paying subsidy. But he's borrowing at an alarming rate. The question you and I should be asking, where is the money? Is it the coastal road that they do 20 kilometers? Or is it the ICC that they are painting and naming after himself? They are piling up money for what I don't know, whether it's in St. Lucia or where they are hiding the money, I don't know. This is resources that belong to you on this space and me. It does not belong to them. It's not their property. You know, the way we keep moves about, as if Abuja is his property, just like he does in Port Harcourt, as if he owns Port Harcourt. No, you don't. You're just a citizen like me, like you, like everybody else. We're equal. We're co-owners of the country. It does not belong to you, APC. Nigeria is not yours. It is a collective country. You can't just continue to lord over us like you are Louis the 15th or Louis the 18th. It annoys me when I think about it. Nigerians must wake up and take ownership of their country, because the APC will never allow you to survive. Anyway, welcome to the space. It's always very passionate on these spaces. And we're back because it's important. Peter Obi, ADC coalition. What should we do now? Okay. Ahamofu son, Chibuzo. Go ahead.
All right. Good evening, everyone. I greet everybody here. It's a beautiful one, and we can all see that since 2 days ago, the weather of Nigeria has been so beautiful. We can all see that the excitement is gradually returning because of the thing that is going to happen to Tinubu and his agents that's already destroyed Nigeria. So I don't have much to say, but it's just to tell everyone that we should keep the campaign of enlightening people about the ADC party, and also people working with Obi, and the rest should also be on ground to make sure that whatever they want to do, Obi is giving the ticket. That is my own campaign. Obi is giving the ticket. For me, it is Obi or nothing else. Sorry for those who may feel otherwise. That is my own view. It is Obi or nothing else. Anything outside Obi, they can continue with whatever they're doing. So for Obi and his people that are moving with him, the agents, the delegates that will go, if they choose to go for primary, though I'm also at the same time asking for consensus instead of primary, looking at what we have on ground. But then I believe that Obi should, by this time, must have been reaching out, playing his own game to make sure that he emerges as the card bearer of ADC. And if that succeeds, I'm assuring everybody by 12 o'clock, we all know Tinubu would have packed and returned back to Lagos and continue with their looting and everything that they've been doing for many years. I just have a few things to say here and to encourage people, obedience like me. There is this thing going on, people trying to gaslight us. You said you are not corrupt. Now you are aligning with corrupt people. If they call you corrupt, accept. As far as we're going to take this power, they call you mob, call yourself mob. In fact, we should print a t-shirt bearing the mob, because what is going to happen in 2027 is not for the gentle soul, it's not for the cheeky liver, it's not for the weak mind, it's for the strong. We all know this. So time is it's no longer time when we are preaching the message of we must not do like this, we should, just like somebody said, rig and die. That should be the mantra, that should be the message, rig and die. And we should all be ready to face whatever is going to bring out. Nigeria is our country. Nobody is a half Nigeria. Nobody is a stranger. Nobody is coming here to serve any other person. Tinubu, we all know, rigged himself into that place. We'll take him out by 2027. Let's stand up and let's keep encouraging people. Don't let APC agents to discourage you with whatever they want to say. This is me. I'm out and I'm not hiding it. I'm an obedience. And any way they want us to go, we will go. Last 2023, I know how far we did it. I know how tough it was. And at the end of the day, it happened that way. This time around, it will not happen. Like I said, people, by this time, I believe that the master of politics, as they called him, Tinubu, he must have started playing his politics by trying to find a way that he will infiltrate, send men to infiltrate the ADC. People should be very wise. And for those who are saying everybody have equal chance in ADC, yes, I don't doubt that. I'm not against that. Everybody have equal chance. But I want to let us know, just like everybody has been shouting, if it goes otherwise, I'm assuring you this, anything outside giving P2B, we all know that the indirectly it has been given to Tinubu. Yes, it has been given to Tinubu because whether we like it or not, the massive vote, the support and everything, through the help and also through the support of the, I'm not a kind of saying that we'll be alone, we do it. No, he needs the support to lift Nigeria where he's going. And why are we saying no? Because he has the credential, he has the will, he has the intention. We have all seen it, to make Nigeria better. He's not going there because he wants to grab power. Yes, I'll end. He's not going there because he wants to grab power, but he's going there because he wants to make Nigeria better. He wants to take Nigeria forward and give us the kind of Nigeria we ever dream of. So people in the coalition, we are saying if they are honest and they want Nigeria to go forward, Obi is the man to go with. Thank you.
Thank you. Are you from Ihamofu, the area that has been attacked by Fulani herdsmen, suspected bandits and all that? Is that the same where you're from?
Yes, I am a son of Ihamufu.
Oh my God. So
legitimate
question
son.
now, is the insecurity still ongoing?
For since the last 2 weeks, yeah, now we've not had any further attack or killing in the farm settlement. You know, nothing has happened.
Are people
the
able
farm
to return
settlement,
to those places they had to run away from?
No. For the past 3 years, people have not returned.
So for
people
those
have
that
not
don't know,
returned.
Ihamofu is part of Enugu State, correct?
Yeah. Yamufu is part of Enugu State under issues of local government, former Lonsoka, but now Southeast. Sorry, Enugu
So
East.
for those that are on the spaces, Enugu is part of the southeast. It's not part of the north or middle belt, even though it does border Benue State and all that. But it's part of the southeastern states where you will think, well, there's no insecurity as much, although there are other factors that may have led to insecurity. But the point is the middle belt attack by terrorists, by Fulani herdsmen, bandits, or whatnot, has spread to Enugu State, and they've been battling this. And Nigerians, citizens of Enugu State, have moved to camps for the past 3 years, and they've not been able to return. And this is happening under an APC government where they don't even talk about the Hamofu. They don't talk about it. Even if yet 10 people died, 30 people died, they don't even say, oh, we commiserate with the people. But when they hear that in London, accident happened, 20 people died, they will write online with a big, Bayo Anonuga will write a letter to the Queen or King to commiserate with those important human beings in London. When you hear that in Germany there's a train wreck, they will write. But when Nigerians die, this APC government will pretend they don't exist. That is the government. Some people are saying, even you mentioned something why I wanted to go back there. You said if Obi does not get it in the coalition, forget it. That's what you said. I understand where you are coming from, but that is also a mistake. Peter Obi has not told us that he's desperate to be president. He just wants Nigeria to work. And we need to be careful to follow him. Because if he's going to be part of this coalition as an honest broker, he needs to be willing to be in part of the coalition. He is there. He is the best, in my opinion and your opinion, right? Let's sell him. Let us join the ADC to make sure we are part of the delegates. Let us put our money where our mouth is now, before it's too late, and we start complaining. By the time Atiku get his people into the ADC, and they are all the delegates, you want miracle to happen? We must stop waiting or hoping. We must start acting. Ihamovo people, and I'm sure you guys are planning and already doing self-defense, right? Civil defense and other things to protect yourselves, right? But before you guys decided to do that, you waited for government and you did not see. And if you not defend yourself, Ihamofu, Fulani men will come and kill you. Nothing will happen. If you don't protect yourself, nobody will protect you. That is the reality of the APC. So my point is this, and I appeal to you guys that are still saying, Peter, in fact, somebody said they should not do primary. You know, a lot of us are not politicians. Let me tell you what politicians. Me, I was not a politician until maybe 3 years ago. So now I am a politician. Politicians do not joke with their interest. They don't. So don't expect them to give P2B ticket on a platter because he has obedience. Don't do that. You must put in the work. That's what Aisha Yusuf tweeted. Go to Aisha Yusuf's page. People are laughing at her. Oh, she's now in a coalition with Erufai. She said Erufai is a devil. Go and ask Daniel Bwala what he said about Tinubu. Today, Daniel Bwala is the spokesperson for Tinubu. Go and ask Ronumo Omokri, who went to protest that Tinubu is a drug lord. Today, he's running up and down with like headless chicken, saying Tinubu is the best in sliced bread. I'm not saying Asha is the same with these people. I'm just trying to tell you that in politics, permanent interest was permanent. In that coalition, there are at least 4 people, or maybe 3, that will not easily back down. It will not be easy. Peter will be number 1. That he said yesterday on TV. That Obi is past the level of vice president. It's not possible now. Atiku is there. Atiku was Peter Obi's boss. He was the one, like it or not, it is Atiku that made Nigeria really know who he is when he became the VP candidate in 2019. Atiku is his boss. It's not easy. And Atiku has had a long dream since 1993. He has been running for president since 93. It's not easy. And making himself Rivers State, allegedly, make I use allegedly, I wasn't there. But Rivers State funded Buhari's election majorly. Not be Tinubu may have done his bit, but Rivers State, Rivers State has a lot of money. That's why Odili, when he did 8 years, made so much money, wanted to be VP. Amechi, the same thing, wanted to be VP. Wike, the same thing, Wike wanted to be president because they see so much money in Rivers State that they think they can buy the country. Amechi funded with his private jet, Rivers jet, using for Buhari. Buhari was flying up and down with Rivers State jet. Amechi went everywhere. So Amechi has interest. You saw him on TV yesterday say he would do one term because Peter Obi already made a proposal to the coalition that he wants to do one term. Because 2031, normally power should go to the north. So you have to be willing to do one term. People say, why are you promising? You will do 8 years. We got to understand politics is not emotions. You can get angry with Tinubu all you like. He's still your president tomorrow when you wake up. Anger does not help. Your frustration doesn't matter. If Nigeria, if you think your cost works, have you not cost him? Does it work? It doesn't work. We must be strategic. We must be intentional. We must be savvy politically. APC people, they don't even come on space to plan. Now they are doing emergency meeting. They are not sleeping. What do you think APC is doing? They are now coming online to tell us that, oh, don't support the coalition because this person is there. The other person is there. Once somebody say a senator that beat a girl in a sex shop is there. Obedience are not supporting senator. I don't even know that guy's name. I don't even care about the guy. He's not running for president. He's running for senator or in his area. If his people like him, that's their business. I don't understand why I will not join a coalition because somebody that went to a sex shop is there. As though we know we cannot continue to pretend that we are angels. There's no angel in Nigeria. You see what our religious leaders do? Political, tribal, deceiving their population to become rich and driving their Rolls Royce while their members are poor. So who is the angel in Nigeria? Who is the angel? We should be very clear-eyed. We're not very good people. We have the potential to be very corrupt. There's the reason why we are like this. 200 million people, we can't generate electricity. Give a contractor a road, he won't do it, he will eat the money. Look at civil servants have houses all over Abuja. Go and price one of them. Their salary is 80,000, but they have mansions in Wuse Zone 4. They have Gwarimpa, they have central area. Civil servants. They say we are civil servants. They own the whole country. Are we not corrupt? We are a corrupt cesspool of a country. We are lucky to have Peter Obi to even want to come out. So let's not just come out and say we are angels. There's no angel in Nigeria. There's no angel. We must put system in place to make sure corruption is reduced, that the competent people are in front, because there's no other way. So let us support the coalition. My suggestion is join the ADC now. Before you continue to come online, go and join. The website is there. Just click on it at night. If you are not able to log in, find a way to join. Contact the local. Of course, very soon, they may not be local leaders yet, but you can become that local leader. Don't wait. Nothing change unless you change it. For those of us that are scientists, you know the Newton's law that says an object will remain on the state of rest or uniform motion unless acted upon by an external force. What Isaac Newton is saying is that you cannot change anything without doing something. So please, let me welcome everybody back to the space.
Host, please. Host, please, can you allow me clear something that you said, please, concerning Ehamufu, please?
Yes.
Because,
yes.
Okay, please. There's a where you asked me, we're not defending ourselves. Yes, and that is in alignment with Enugu State government, and with a legitimate structure led by we are working together with neighborhood. So it's not like we are defending ourselves illegally or doing something. No, it is approved by Enugu State government through the local government chairman with the security apparatus that are set up. So I need to correct that because other people are listening here. That's why I have to make that correction. Thank you.
Yes, yeah. I also did not say on the space that you are doing it illegally, but it's good that you clarified. We've seen videos of the DSS boss saying Nigerians will defend themselves. We've seen local vigilante groups even forming because police cannot be everywhere. Even though they want to help you, they cannot be everywhere. They are following politicians and rich people up and down. They don't have time for villages. Villages will not pay them salary, so they cannot protect you. The reality is you must band together with your authorities like you are doing in Hamofu, and be able to have a how do you call it, a local protection before you call for backup. And that's the only way forward. I wish you guys all the best. I always hear the news, and it's heartbreaking because I went to my university in Enugu, UNN. So I'm very Enugu is a very peaceful state. I enjoyed my 5 years there in my university. So thank you so much. I want to bring a strong Amy in to add to this conversation. Then Dr. Felix, I see your hands are up as well. Strong Amy, we want to add something.
Yes, sir. 2 points there. You had said, touch them here and there, but just to bring them up and kind of for emphasis. One is the call for people to join the ADC. The truth is that the signals we're getting from some wards is that there are no ADC in such places. So for me, I think this is a very good time that someone can go start, start ADC in your ward wherever you are, so that at the end of the day, you will be, controlling things. This is a very good time to do that. Um, uh, Learning example from what we did, even with Labour Party. I remember I was in the US here and won election in my village, in my ward, in my village. Why? Because simple, I gathered the boys over there. We spoke to them over phone. They gave me their conditions and all that. But we were able to coordinate, do things, and influence, the neighborhood. And at the end of the day, we match winner in my polling and in my ward. So what I'm saying is that we can move in right now. People should go moving. Like I said, to register in a political party doesn't cost a fortune. You can port any day you want if things go the way you don't want with who the coalition chooses at the end of the day. That's that's the first point. The second point I want to make is the idea that people from APC are blackmailing us and telling us, oh, now we are working with so person, corrupt person, and so person who did this and that. Now, the first question I ask when I hear that is, where did these people come from? They, most of them left APC or are leaving APC. When they were there, you didn't have problem with the corruption they had, the evil they were doing. You were comfortable with them, but now they have stepped out. You are now, while you are holding the bag of a druggie, the most corrupt human being in politics in Nigeria, you are still holding his bag, being his supporter, but you're telling me I should not associate with another person because he's corrupt. I don't know how that squares in. I'll give a typical example. I'll refrain from mentioning this guy's name. He used to be obedient, very prominent, obedient for that in Lagos. But recently, he has started dancing some tone. So he made a post that is it Malami or one of these former ministers to Buhari who left APC and was joining ADC. This guy was saying, oh, so now the coalition is accepting people like this. But this person is, you can clearly see that he's dancing to the tone of supporting the crook that is on the seat now. But this same person is trying to preach to me. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Like we have said, we are not going to get a company of angels come down to change Nigeria. Our target, our focus is on this man that we know that he is at the helm of affairs, his influence is going to trickle down quickly to other levels of government by his own actions, by what he says, by what he pushes, and stuff like that. So nobody should even be blackmailed by someone saying, "Oh, this person is very corrupt. You used to say he's corrupt. Now you are working with him." I mean, Steve rightly said it. The people that are supporting this man today are the worst of his critics. People that expose. It wasn't. They weren't actually lying against what they were lying against him in the things they said. They weren't actually lying. They were saying the truth. But today they are working with him, and those people are happy to have them in their camp. But they want to tell you that Peter Obi had to run alone in Nigeria to win election, and we should not work with people. It's unfortunate that we have to work with some, people. We have to, come together. But it is what it is today. It is what it is. We have to salvage this country, and we must have some kind of coalition that is good, of course, that is on ground. We have to plug in and do the best we can. Let's take a chance and see what Nigeria will turn to be if God helps us and Obi becomes the president. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Strong Amy. I see my brother Real Ever Best has come up to join us as well. Real Ever Best, I greet you. Before you bring you up, we do have Dr. Felix as well. Dr. Felix, you want to chime in? Then I'll go to Real Ever Best.
Yes, please. Thank you very much, Igus, for giving me the opportunity to speak. I want to first of all say that I was in an opposition space just few minutes ago, and I was trying to tell them because I was the only person there, apparently, who was trying to tell them that they should all fold whatever they have today as ideologies or whatever they have today as convictions and join the moving train. And the attacks were from left, right, center. Everybody, Dr. Felix. Dr. Felix said this, I want to tell you, Dr. Felix. Oh, they even abused me. You see, that is all what they have today as we are speaking. Like someone said, the weather of Nigeria has become very, very sunny. That the people who thought that this could not be achievable are hiding from the sun. I want to put it that way because I don't want to use the rain because the sun is brighter. The sun brings light. The sun brings life. So anybody that is doubting, you should know that this coalition that we have today is a coalition like never before. It's a coalition like never before. It cannot even be compared to the coalition of the APC because this is a coalition of both the allegedly second and third position of the 2023 general election. And without doubt, this is my own personal opinion. If Peter Obi was not part of this coalition, even the coalition itself knew that it was dead on arrival. You could see that it was because Peter Obi accepted to be part of this coalition that this coalition has become a symbol of unity amongst Nigerians and amongst themselves. In this coalition we are seeing, we have people who helped the present government in power to rig elections. We have people who slept and dined with INEC in order to rig the election. We have people who strategized with the present government to rig the election. That is why they are very, very much afraid about this coalition. And that is why this coalition will succeed. And this coalition is also reasonable enough to know that if Peter Obi is not given the ticket to run, that their coalition would not be accepted. Whatever they do, they know it. They have very intelligent people in the coalition. We have Nasir El-Rufai, very, very intelligent. We have Rotimi Amechi, very, very intelligent politically, even if he said he would run for a term. But that is a political statement. Everybody has the right to put up a political statement at this point. So the way forward, as the host has been emphasizing, this is the time each and every one of us have an opportunity to gain traction in this coalition. If you want your voice to be heard, and this is what lacked in the 2023 general election, a force, a dynamic force of people coming together to speak in one voice. And this is just the beginning. This is the beginning because you see that there are so many Buhari people from the CPC, I think is the AAC or the CPC, that are part of this coalition now, and many more are joining. Even people in the APC are going to abandon that project because it is a dead project on arrival. And the way the things are today, there are all indices that power would be shifted towards P2B. If the indices are there, or that power would come from the south, okay? And the preferred choice of the south today in one accord is no other person than P2B. So what do? It is the time for you to become relevant in the party. It is the time for you no longer to sit because the opposition has been launched. The opposition is effective. Nobody can stop it. These people you have seen there, these great politicians of our time, you have seen them would not go into start strategizing about things that they don't have a grip of. So each and every one of us have the opportunity now to build a strong and dynamic group where our voices will be heard and where we can become active participants, active members in the political, let me say, political dynamism of Nigeria today. So that is all I have to say. That's all I have to say. I don't have much. I want to thank you for bringing up this because I was looking for a space like this. And thank God I'm home. Thank you.
Well done. Thank you very much, Dr. Felix. And keep going to those spaces that you went to cause commotion. It's very important. We don't want to have echo chambers, but sometimes we do create echo chambers unwittingly because human beings are just like that. We like to stay where we agree with. But it takes courage to go to such spaces and ruffle the feathers. So well done, Dr. Felix. Real ever best. Go ahead. Welcome, brother.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Depending where you're spacing from. Stephen and Strong Emmy and all
The
my USA.
Socrates. My man.
Devo. I can say Mr. Strong and all my friends in the US. I say happy Independence Day, happy 4th of July to you all. I wish you guys well. I wish you guys well. You guys are in the greatest country in the world. Anyways, having said that, I just want to thank everyone that is on this space and those who have spoken. I was trying to join earlier, but where I was, the network was bad. So I just want to share, a few lessons, that I've learned, in the course of actually fighting for Nigeria and the 2020, being involved in the 2023 election. Just a few lessons I've learned. One of those lessons is that when we talk about bad people, oh, these people are bad, this person is corrupt, this, how do we be in the same room with this kind of person? I've discovered that statement is subjective. It's subjective in the sense that the people you call bad, as like let's say Nigeria North and South, the people you call bad in the South, the kind of people you call bad in South, in the North, they are not bad people. So you might look at somebody in the North and say, you are in the South and say, this person is a bad person, this person is a bad person. In the North, to those people in the North, that person is not a bad person. The people the Northerners call bad people, the people in the North call bad people, the Southerners that some Northerners will call bad people based on their own yardstick. In the South, they are not regarded as bad people. They are good people. So Nigerians does not have this uniformity of identifying people as being bad people. So when you're saying bad people, who can't work with this person, who can't work with, I just want you to have this kind of perspective in mind, that the people you call bad in their region, they are worshipped, they are praised, they are leaders in those places. They are the movers and shakers. They are the people who direct where election should go, or where people should vote and where people should not vote, or who they should not vote. So when you have that kind of dynamics in mind, you will now be humble enough to know that if you're hoping that you want to rule Nigeria, that for the worth of it, that there are people as bad as you think they are, as much as you don't want certain people to be around you, that you're going to be in a room and have difficult discussions with people, even when you don't agree with their politics, even when you don't agree with their worldview. That as long as you want to play politics in Nigeria, you're going to be in the same room to have those difficult discussions. That is one. Another thing is that, it doesn't matter where we want, how it doesn't matter which vehicle we are going to use to get a better Nigeria. What is important is, what is our objective? How do we want to work to get a better place? That's something that P2B said. P2B said, if the head is not corrupt, then there is the likelihood that the people under is not going to be corrupt, because you're not going to bring a padded budget to P2B because he has to sign it. You're not going to bring a padded budget for him to sign, and he will sign it. And the reason why he will not sign it, because he himself has not added his own padding. Because Tinubu cannot add his own pad, like Tinubu cannot add his own padded budget, and you now say House of Assembly should not pad, or the next person should not pad. That is the problem. If P2B's wife is not going to open an office of first lady to say we'll be creating budgets, then the minister of women affairs cannot bring unnecessary budgets to him to sign. So these things work like, because it's Nigerians that will save Nigerians. Like somebody noted, their angels are not going to come to save Nigeria. It is Nigerians that, and it's going to be the people who have destroyed this country, a combination of good people and bad people. Is it not Yemi Osinbajo that stood with Buhari in 2015? Yemi Osinbajo is a pastor in Redeem. Is it not Pastor what's his name? What's the name of this pastor? The Redeem pastor. I forget their name these days because those people are just causing me headache. What's his name now? Please, somebody remind me. What's the pastor of Redeem?
Is it Adeboye you're trying to remember?
Adeboye, yes. Is it not Adeboye that campaigned and even protested for Buhari? Is it not in Buhari? Buhari went to Adeboye's church and he received blessing. They were praying for him and all the rest of. Those are the same people who is telling you cannot be in the same room in this. They are members of this church. These people are people they are calling daddy. These people are like they are mini gods. These people are the people who brought Buhari to us. These people, there will be people. The Nigerians who yesterday I was having I have this professor friend, and yes, he called me yesterday and they say, he used to call me one name and say, is Obi going to work with these bad people and not the rest of them? Why? Say Obi want to spoil his brand, and I say, okay, the problem has passed brown. The problem of Nigeria has passed brown. You that think those people are bad people, how much have you done in your own little place? How much have you done to make people and say, oh, people should come? I mean, you don't do that. So you cannot sit in one place and say, oh, Obi alone cannot do it. Obi run in 2027, in 2023. The election was rigged. How many Nigerians come out to protest? And that brings me to my third point. The third point is that if you're hoping that Nigeria is going to do a revolution, it's going to be hard. I don't even see the possibility that Nigeria will do a revolution, like the kind of revolution that Shore is calling. Shore can do that in the next 200 years. It's not going to work. So I told that man that P2B is not like Malcolm S. It's not like maybe Shore. Shore have his own destiny in life well cut out for him. People like Michael S., people like Thomas Sankara, these people are, they have their, P2B have his own model, the way he feel as a technocrat, the way he feel that he wants to govern Nigeria, and the vision that he feel that the way he wants to go about it. So everybody have different approach that the way they want to. P2B is not like Jerry Rollins of Ghana that will say he'll gather everybody in the room and say this is a bad plan, kill them, and not, so people have their own difference. So P2B is doing his level best. It is for Nigerians to queue into it and it's okay, this man is doing his own level best. But Nigerians want P2B to campaign, they want him to protest, they want him to be the one that will fight on pulling you, they want him to be everything. Then what part are we playing? We have to play our own part. P2B, let me give this example. I know every time I talk about US, some people get uncomfortable. People who support Donald Trump in 2005 felt that the election was rigged. that Donald Trump was rigged in 2020. They protested. They came out. They protested. They did not stop that. They came. They even wanted to do what Stephen was asking us to do when election, to come and even go march to collection center and make sure that concocted result was not called. Some of them went to that was what they went to their congress that day, Capitol Hill, to do, to make sure to stop the rigging. For them, it was rigged the election, to stop it. That was they went into that place. But the point I want to make is that some of them, at the end of the when they could not, they were imprisoned, they were persecuted. Some of them, their means of livelihood, some of them lost, some doctors lost their profession, some their certificate, some lawyers were disbarred. A lot of things happened to them. They were in prison for months, for years. None of them, he did not hear anybody in America say, oh, why has Trump not visited them in prison? Why didn't Trump come and protest with them? Oh, Trump is just in his house and these people just died for him. Look at them, they're in prison. They did not bother. Americans knew that it's not Trump that they were fighting. They were fighting for their whatever thing they believe. And when Trump got the opportunity to become president, he has pardoned all of, because that is what he's in position to do. The place of Trump is not to come and protest in the streets. It is not in his place. His place was to campaign for the election, give it his best, put his money, put everything on the line, and he did his level best. So, but Nigerians will want, oh, P2B, why didn't P2B protect his vote? Some people even ask P2B, how are you going to protect this vote? You see? So, like, we are not ready. Like, we should, if we really, really, really want to actually save this country, the people who is holding this country, they are not joking. The people who is holding this country hostage, they are not joking. They are like, they are ready to do everything. They are ready to kill. We should also be ready to die and kill. We must get to that point that will say, no, these people, it cannot continue. And we need everybody. If people like Arabe Shola is coming out to say, I want to fight, oh, welcome. If people like Atiku is coming to, if people like Erufai, they know where the cops are buried. That is why you need them. They know where the cops, they know how they know how they rigged the election. They know how Mahmoud, who said he was going to announce the election the following day, ended up announcing it by 4 o'clock in the mid, whether 3 o'clock or something, say in the midnight. That is something that was a force that compelled him to do what he did. These people are people who know where the cops are buried, and you say you don't need them, and yet you cannot come out and fight. You cannot come out. So what would a P2B do if all of us cannot come out and fight? Secondly, what I want to talk about is that the point everybody has made here. You see, this ADC we are talking about now, we cannot stay on Twitter space and say, oh, they must give it to P2B. If they don't give it to P2B, no. We have to enter if you're in your own little place, your own local governments, your own state and all the rest of them. Make sure if you're not in Nigeria, raise people, tell people to go and enter it. It is in ADC. In that is where this noise is going to make.
I think we need to have a similar stuff, something like that, because the truth is that by competence, if everything should go by competence, I don't think anybody will be competing with Obi even in the coalition, because he has outworked everybody. I've made this clear on spaces. Like by fairness, by anywhere, he has outworked all of them by 1,000, times. At the same time, we have to also recognize that it's because we are talking, because we're on space, because we are on the ground. People, some people are on the ground. We are talking. That's why there is a collation going on now. We are the people that is empowering them to go on. We are the one cheering them to go on. We are kind of their oxygen that is making them to go on. So we cannot relent. But also we have to make some things clear of what we want. That we want something that is very transparent, something that we can be very somewhat proud of, if not very proud of, but at least something we can be somewhat proud of. I am of the I'm a very ardent OB follower, and I will want him to have the ticket, because that will kind of give us a complete turnaround, a 360 turnaround in Nigeria. But while I want that, I am also, I cannot forget the fact there is at a point when this wickedness and impunity started, and I was like, anything, please, other than this APC. I cannot forget that fact. So if P2B doesn't clinch the nomination, is it bad? Yes. But then we have to think about the bigger devil that we are dealing with. What devil is the coalition offering us this time, if not P2B? So I have to put all those things in perspective. But I think we have to drum up P2B as much as we can. We have to, find a way to, we that is not on the ground, to find a way to somewhat, however way it's going to happen, people that will volunteer themselves, how we are going to start funding to the drum up, to give us a big kind of a campaign to start happening. That's my opinion for now. Thank you so much, Stephen. I yield the mic.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Uh, for those that are just joining, if you want, please retreat the space, request the mic, and join the conversation. I want to bring up and I think Oyema Junior. Are you there, lawman?
Oh, thank you very much for remembering me. This is Loma, right? For those of us here in US, say happy fourth, please. Um, I just have a simple question for you guys, because I've been listening to everybody here. It's just a simple question. I don't have, because I'm at work right now. Sorry about that, but I'm listening to everybody. So my question goes this way. If you can check, if you can see, I think we have a couple of APC, what do I call them, Kayomo or whatever his name is. I don't know. Everybody's all about talking about Obedient is not going to allow Atiku. Obedient is not going to do this. Obedient is not going to be happy if P2B gets the ticket, if P2B couldn't get the ticket. So can we ask ourselves, what are the plans? What are they planning to do? Is it safe? Because I am definitely, I'm from Imo State, right? And I'm just a co-member of Obedient. I don't think I have another thing than P2B, right? But my question goes this way. What are the reasons these guys are like fighting to make sure that Obi gets the ticket? Can we think about that and see if there's something ulterior motive or something like that that they are looking for? Maybe, I don't know. So can someone answer the question? Thank you very much for listening.
Lawman, I apologize. I missed the question. Can you quickly repeat that?
The question goes this way, like Kayomo, what is his name? Festus Kayomo. All those bats or whatever, Tinubu supporters, they are fighting for P2B to get the tickets, right? They want P2B to get this ticket. So they are saying that if P2B couldn't get the ticket, that Obedient will not be happy. So which means they are siding P2B to get a ticket. Can we ask ourselves, What are they fighting for? Why are they lamenting? Why are they saying that it must be Obi?
Uh, uh,
Let's answer that
Let me
question.
ask. Can I answer him?
Stephen, but
Go
let me
ahead.
let me come in 1 minute, relevant best. My brother, I think you're not following the timeline very well. What APC is trying to do is to sow confusion and division. That's all. So, don't worry about what I have also seen where they were. The day this thing happened, all they were saying is, this is Atiku stuff. That's all that we are saying. That was what it was, what is filled up on the timeline. As this moment too, they are still completely confused. They are just trying the water of what is going to work out. They have tried. This is Atiku, Atiku setting up something to use Obi and use Southeast. So I have seen that on timeline. This is the one you have seen. So don't pay no attention to that, to that stuff. It's all psychological issue, but they are playing psychology on us. So, but don't pay attention to. Don't even listen to these people. They are completely in shambles as we speak today. I mean, they can gather themselves tomorrow, but for now, APC is like electrolyte dropped on them for past since Tuesday. So I would say don't pay no mind to stuff like that. They make no meaning. And I've been around on this space for a very long time. So that's just my opinion on that. Are you, Steve?
Okay, me, I would say, okay, like it's called reverse psychology, reverse psychology. To them, to AP people, like they know that all these horse trade are not the rest of them, that that person in that coalition that like his ambition is bigger than even the coalition is Atiku. So what they want to do is that if eventually Atiku gets the ticket, that they want to set obedience up. They want to hit up so much that if for any reason the ticket goes to Atiku, that will have to back out of the coalition. So that's what they want to do, to prepare to say, oh, you people, Obi is the best, and therefore if you did not get it, because their mindset is that the the ticket might go to Atiku. And Atiku is going to do everything to get the ticket, and they want to prepare us to make sure that if Atiku gets it, we should not be on the coalition. So it is fear, it is reverse psychology. They are looking for a way to break the coalition. That is what they want to do. For me, it is
Let me
reverse psychology.
let me add this, Lawman. Thank you for very important questions that you have raised and also generated the conversation we are having now. Festus Kayamo, the current Minister of Aviation, if there's anybody in the Tinubu government that I will give some marks, it's Festus. I'm surprised, but he's done some things that I'm impressed with in the aviation. But when it comes to propaganda and lies, he's not. He's chief after Lai Mohammed. Now Festus, he lies from both of his mouth. But there's something that he said that is important. He said 2023, Tinubu was able to get his way because of the divided opposition. That everything they can do to make sure the opposition stays divided, it is a critical um, element for their survival. Why you see them having emergency meeting and running helter skelter? They're activating everybody. They've activated Very Dark Man. Oh. Very Dark Man now is not telling you that Tinubu will continue, that ADC will fail. Very Dark Man that was trying to be apolitical. They were preparing him, using him to deceive Nigerians to become popular, become influencer for 2027. That was everything you've been seeing around Very Dark Man VDM. It was for 2027. You know, politics is their life. They take time to prepare because it's about looting. You know, free money now. Just go there and steal money and call one project. There's nothing else as easy as looting Nigeria's treasury. So they prepare for it. They push this guy to become this voice of some people that don't know understand politics. All for 2027. Now, because of their panic, they've unleashed him too early to expose themselves. The guy now is now yapping left and right, making videos, telling you how their coalition will fail. The ADC have failed before, they will fail again. Who has Very Dark Man to come and be commenting on irrelevant, on very important issues such as the destiny of our country? Is this about breast or drinking or dancing around with girls? They're talking something tangible as the future of the largest black nation. And Very Dark Man has an opinion. Who asked him question? They went to bring expired influencer that carry coffee for Jonathan. His name is Omojua. That one has done a video now. Go and check. They've released people to Arise TV channels. Sheyi Okibaloye went to look for a former candidate of ADC, Dumebi Kachuku or something like that, to come and say that he's not part of the coalition. Today, I just saw a tweet now from Sheyi Okibaloye. They are bringing Wike to politics today, Shehu show. Those shows, Arise Morning Show and Shehu Okibaloye show, are two big political shows in Nigeria, right? He may not have gotten a slot in Arise. He's coming to Shehu. So APC owns Channels TV, in case you don't know, just like TVC. But my point is this: they are running helter skelter to discourage the coalition. They are working overtime. They send their minions on spaces. I just see that APC handle. Real Everbest, have you ever seen this before? APC official Twitter handle wants to host a space next tomorrow.
You don't mean it. I've not even seen it. That means
APC official handle wants to host a Twitter
that
space
means we'll go.
because they.
That means we'll go there.
Oh, no, you don't understand. They called us 4 people tweeting in a room. They saw what happened with spaces like this. Not be here with it. Their plan now is don't let these people carry this coalition go. They will destroy us. Let us discourage them. Let us point to El Rufai. Let us point to Malami. Let us point to people that say they are. Let us make sure obedience is Peter Obi or nothing. If we no give Obi, we go destroy him. Make Tinubu continue. Anybody that tells you it's better Tinubu continue wants Tinubu to continue. Don't let them gaslight you. If they don't give this person, if they don't give a meeting, like one guy now tweeted that if they don't give an article that makes Tinubu continue, no, that's an APC guy. He wants Tinubu to continue. You know the problem with people that they feel that they are not as intelligent as they try to pretend they are. They'll tell you that rather than Obi go do 110, Obi should do 210. Nobody should tell Obi what to do. Obi should ask for the ticket. No need for primary. We need to be very wise. These are dangerous times. A very savvy, cunning politician runs Nigeria today. Very savvy and cunning. You can
choose, okay, you get consultants to actually advise them on the best course of action and follow that script. If they do
Can
not
I
do this,
suggest?
they're just giving
Can I
APC the upper
suggest?
hand. Thank you very much.
All right,
I'll
all
yield
right,
here.
Can I
hold on,
suggest?
Lawman.
Let me just suggest. I know. I just want to suggest. I'm about to. I will soon log off, please. I'm sorry. Let me suggest something. It's so important. It's not gonna take time, please. Sorry. I think we have 6 geopolitical zones in Nigeria, right? And we have 6 of them representing each zone, right? So I believe let's stop like buying delegates or whatever. It's not. This particular suggestion is gonna help to reduce that. How do I mean? So why not do something this way? Like every geopolitical zone should at least select, let's say, 200 people each. Like that 200 people each is gonna be randomly selected. Nobody's gonna know them. Maybe few days to the election, few days. You just select 200 people from each zone, right? It can be through X or anywhere. So these guys, you don't know them. And it's going to be transparent in such a way that Nigerians will love it. So these guys will be able to speak out their mind through voting whichever they feel like that person is going to be able to do the job, right? So I believe this can help put in that particular trust. The faith is going to be there. So I think this is the best way to make it open. It's not going to be, oh, I know this, go and represent me. I know that this is my brother or that is my friend. Somebody will just buy all of them if you know all the delegates. I think the best way is just to hand it over to these particular people, like whoever is going to be managing it. Then it's going to be a kind of like, you don't know who the delegates are. You don't know them. This is my own suggestion, and it's going to help us all. We vote online. Those guys that they've selected randomly
You are
will
still
vote
talking
online.
about delegates in a country that people can easily fall for dollars. See, Steve, I'll just repeat this and let the next speaker go. That coalition should not go to primaries. Common sense should prevail for them. They should act like elder statesmen. It's exactly almost the same thing APC did. They put Barry out there for a reason, and they backed him up with a pastor for a reason. You have an Islamic extremist, and you have a pastor. It's for a reason. Everyone knew what they were getting there, except for
What
Atiku
about
Abubakar.
2023 Muslim ticket?
That one, he did it for a reason. Then, okay, now, Steve, thank you very
Round
much.
up, oh,
You
Tumba.
know
No
what
go
Tinubu
drag us
did?
where we no want go.
Yes. This thing he said is the most interesting. Yes. You see what that guy did? He started acting sick so that the Northerners will believe that Shetima will take over within 1 year or 2 years. And that is how the
They
North
have
gave
been
Tinubu
waiting
the
for
needed votes
Oga
he
to
needed.
go for where?
Now, Baba don't they bounce, they chop amala, they move up and down, they wire Shetima house. Now they've seen that the man is not. That time, have you forgotten what happened? Every two weeks, you will see he has traveled. There are people that were campaigning, but Tinubu is in
I
UK.
want people
We have
to
not
know that
seen
that
him.
was
Oh, we
strategic.
have not seen
That
him.
was
He's sick.
strategic,
Oh.
and
It's
they will do it
strategic
again.
now.
And that's it.
It's strategic. So they were now happy that, we are going to Islamize Nigeria. Okay, has Nigeria been Islamized? Are you there?
Toba, you get your brain. Like say you get all this big head. What they call Edward. The brain fully side. See my man, the one and only controversial, the comrade. Comrade, long time. Oh, I don't miss my brother for a long time. Comrade, I greet you specially.
Steve, thank you. Good evening, everyone, and I take exception to your characterization of my person, Steve.
No vex. I
Yeah,
don't want fight.
and we are not still friends, so obedient for Trump still on my mind.
Oh, I'm
But
sorry now. I apologize to all those that I offended. I
okay,
apologize.
okay, that's fair enough. Yeah, that was on a lighter note. Yeah. So, Stevie, yeah. So, I mean, I've been listening to discussion in terms of this whole coalition. You understand, and I think there's a major consensus say, okay, fine, we need this coalition. No one side can do it on their own, and running independently, whether it's for Article or B, it's a spoiler. Yeah. I think we're at the point where okay, we have trust issues now. Yeah, on um imagine a flag bearer. So that is the issue now. You understand? So Obi then they do Obi, I mean, Obi or nothing because they think, okay, Obi cannot come out on top in this primaries, yeah? And article them they, yeah. So everybody have an angle to this, yeah. But and some people they propose a consensus candidate, yeah. But the problem with that consensus candidate, it has to be unanimous. Yeah, all these big men with ambition, big ambition, needs to step down for one person. But that is not realistic. That's not practicable. Because I've always said that you see this politician, the ambition is like a wildfire. You cannot quench it overnight. Yeah. So even if Atiku step down for Obi, Amechi no great step down because in his own right, he thinks he's the political gladiator to beat. You don't have a consensus. Alpha, please mute your mic. Feedback here. Alefa, yeah, okay. Yeah. So having established that, say this consensus will they talk, um, it is far-fetched, you know. So but Stephen, put everything aside. So I'll go to a document that has come to I mean circulated, right? Saying a um Labour Party rules of engagement in terms of their internal constitution, right, for holding this primary. So this document says, okay, Article 19, nomination of candidates for election to public offices. It says that the nomination of candidates for election
Sorry,
into
are you saying ADC or Labour Party? I'm confused.
sorry, ADC,
Okay.
this Labour Party, we need to recalibrate, you know. But yeah, so ADC, yeah, the nomination of candidates for elections into public office shall be through elections by members of the party. Take note of that. Yeah, the National Executive Committee shall issue guidelines/regulation in accordance with this constitution for the nomination of candidates for election into public office. Then finally, the National Executive Committee of the party shall be the final authority for confirmation of names or list of party nominations for election into public office. Yeah. So based on that, this article clearly dictates a direct primary system where every member of the party can vote. Yeah. So article saying be the political juggernaut to beat. Obi said na him be he has enough political capital. Amechi is claiming the same. So let them. There's one traditional way where political actors they settle political scores. They should go into a primaries in a direct primaries. I am vehemently opposed to a delegate system of primary, which is the indirect primaries, right? That is the one where they fit dollarize easily. Yeah. So, but when you look at direct
Does
primaries,
the rule of ADC talk about direct or indirect?
this article I gave you, the explanation of this article is talking about direct now where every party member can vote, and that is what is listed here. It doesn't talk about indirect in this case.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah.
Yes. So in that case, um, let your political base define that primary listing. Now, if you say you have a political base and you are demanding to beat, make your political base come deliver you. And remember, this direct primaries will be held nationwide. Every state will conduct them. Yeah. And I'm advocating it be free, fair, and transparent. Open observation by observers, right? Every candidate will have a representative in every state to monitor the process. Yeah. And additionally, this is something these guys can go into this thing and negotiate because the success of this coalition depends on coming out of that primaries undivided and without any faction being bitter or feeling cheated, consolidated. Yeah. And a determinant of this is having a free, credible, and fair primaries. Yeah. So to the extent we say every there's distrust in the entire system. Now, in that entire article, they keep mentioning National Executive Committee. So when I dey listen to obedience, distrust in the system, they feel like okay, this guy can manipulate the system against that guy. So I think there should be a negotiation such that um, every candidate will add their person in that National Executive Committee. right? The obedient can say, okay, they nominate Aisha Yusuf or Tanko or both to be part of that committee. Okay, that we provide oversight in these primaries. When you have your person, you can, it provides some safeguards, right? And additionally, you can even negotiate that there's strict penalty for anybody that tries to dollarize, even though I don't think you can easily dollarize a direct primaries. How many people you want pay dollar? All these people for, both PDP, both evident where they see that they register left, center, right. Yeah, you won't give everybody dollar, or you go still give me dollar join, because I think there's even an option to even vote online, because I saw some of these ADC guys the last election, they voted for their primaries. There's an option for that. You understand? So that said, mobilize your base, make they flood that party, yeah, and let these political juggernauts settle their political score on that ballot. Okay,
Exactly. That's what I was been saying no since so. Join the
yeah,
party with your base.
exactly. You understand? So that direct primary will be a true reflection of who have more political capital, right? I don't necessarily think the aspect of consensus candidate will work. I am even against it. Yeah, because I don't think power should be served to anybody a la carte. You get, after they give you consensus for primaries, Tinubu should also give you consensus. Yeah. Then after that, you demand for my lunch, right? So there's nothing to fear
No,
if
but
you
it's
give.
okay to demand though. Those are demanding know why they
Yeah,
are
yeah,
doing
yeah,
it.
yeah. But it's not practicable. Amechi, we saw him yesterday with the talk of article. Amechi has thrown his hat into the ring. You understand? And these guys, like, they have big ambition, big ego. Even if article step down, you don't persuade Amechi to step down. You understand? The same way I am against people when they say make Obi deputize article at this point, because it doesn't make sense. Obi is a godfather, a kingmaker at this point. Yeah. Now the same way we say, okay, telling article to step down for Obi or Amechi to step down, it is not practicable. Let's be honest with ourselves. And to be, honestly, even the party constitution, yes, and so yeah, so going to a direct primary and have a safeguards to protect the integrity of that process. Put your guy in the national executive, your guys in the national executive working committee, and make sure put in guy all the major contests are put. You understand? And yeah, we are good to go. You understand? So everybody, your base should come and vote for you, and let us see who comes out on top. And that should be the best man to fly that ticket. Thank you.
Yeah, comrades. The idea of people are afraid of primaries also exposing a weakness in the faith they have in their candidate. I don't think it has to be like somebody saying no more, no write the exam. Just give me the
Exactly.
certificate. No, you want to earn something now. Go through the process. I don't support that. I know why they
And
have.
Steven, one fantastic point. When you come out on top through this process, yeah, you have full monopoly on who becomes your vice. Yeah, the moment you don't go that part and come out on top, nobody will call and tell you, say, okay, you have to compromise. We have to bring a VP for you. Now that consensus where they go say, okay, we'll go make you this, and we'll go bring VP for you. The moment any candidate don't come out on top, yeah, maybe the other people can advise, they can recommend, but you have monopoly over who become your VP. So